Breaking news in the cheating scandal that has infuriated millions across the country. Actress Lori Loughlin just appeared in court where a judge said the Full House actress can be released after posting $1 million bond in connection with the college bribery case.
Now, she's one of dozens of wealthy parents who are facing criminal charges for allegedly trying to cheat or bribe their children's way into elite colleges and universities. CBS 4's Joe Murray live for us in Miami Beach with more on the local businessman who's also snared in this scheme. Joan?
Well, Elliot, we do know, according to his lawyer, that Robert Zangrello was released on bond, a $500,000 bond, yesterday. We do not know if he has returned to his waterfront home here on Miami Beach, but we do know that he is restricted to travel in South Florida, California, and Massachusetts, where the rest of his hearings will be.
Miami real estate developer Robert Zangrello is due in Boston the end of March to answer federal charges of mail fraud, according to court documents. Prosecutors say he allegedly paid $250,000 to get his daughter into the University of Southern California in 2017. Part of the nationwide Bust Tuesday of wealthy parents, they say, use bribes and any means necessary to guarantee their kids a slot at a top college.
This whole matter is deeply disturbing to me.
Miami-Dade School Superintendent Alberto Carvalho said he does not think any South Florida college is wrapped up in the scandal, but he worries about the impact on his student body.
70% of our kids live in poverty in our community. Obviously, without the means or the influence, the ability to influence a college in terms of being accepted.
Miami Beach High School junior Federico Polidori just took his SATs and has set his sights on going to college in Colorado. The scandal has opened his eyes to the application process.
It's unfair. Some people study really hard and some people just go through with money.
Obviously, there's an inequity across America. For those who have no means, those who are children in poverty, or even middle-class parents, will never be able to compete at that level.
Carvalho doesn't know Robert Zangrello or his daughter, but he's pinning his hopes on students like 10-year-old Ryan Ramirez, who's created a charity to deal with a deadly disease.
On the day that this news breaks and that the nation is quite frankly frustrated over the influence of privilege and wealth, we celebrated the kindness, the intellect, and the hard work of a kid who struggles with diabetes and turned his own tragedy into a community expression of support for other kids.
And the superintendent tells me there is an advisor program to help students navigate the whole college process, from getting scholarships to finding the right fit for them. Zangrello, meanwhile, is due to have that next court hearing in Boston the end of March. In Miami Beach, Joan Murray, CBS 4 News.